Hey, welcome back to Newbiemarketing University. My name is Mike Hartman, and let's continue on with our basic Aweber training. For those of you that are finding us for the first time on the internet, over here somewhere or another, there's a subscribe box. Please take a second and subscribe to my channel. What Newbiemarketing University does is we offer free training and tips on a wide variety of subjects, and it's for any business. If you're an internet marketer, if you're looking to get involved in internet marketing, come to our page. I put stuff up all the time. You know, if you need a tip on how to do something on YouTube, odds are you can find it on my page. Or in this case, we're talking about Aweber. The types of videos that we post range everywhere from beginning stuff, which we call our freshman class, all the way up to our senior class. So please subscribe. We'd love to have you. Okay, now let's continue on with our basic Aweber series. In the first couple videos, we talked about how to find Aweber on the internet, talked a little bit about what Aweber does and why you need to have this account. We talked about creating your first broadcast message and what a broadcast message is. And now I want to talk real briefly about how to load an email campaign that's already been written. So when you join a business, odds are somebody, in your company, that the person that either signed you up or somebody that's higher than them in the company or somebody on your team has a campaign code for pre-written messages. And this is really helpful for when you first get started. You get started with any business and you're just overwhelmed. There's a lot of information to absorb. The last thing you want to do is spend a lot of time that's not income related. So if you're not real comfortable with writing email messages yet or don't know how to do it and all that stuff, getting a predefined campaign in your Aweber account could be the way to go. It could save you a lot of time and aggravation. So what you need to do is ask somebody if something like this exists, and if it does, they will have a campaign code for you. So all you're going to do is come down to this box right here where it says enter the code, and I've got one for example purposes I'm going to put in. You put it in there, you hit load campaign, and it might take a second for it to load up. But what happens is, as you see, now I've got, instead of writing all these messages myself, I've got 9 email messages that have been preloaded for me, and so now that is really helpful, because now these emails are going to go out to my customers. One of them is going to go out immediately as soon as they sign up, and then after that you can see every 2 days they're going to get a message from me. And that's, you can change that. You can go in and make that every day or every 3 days, whatever you want. So now the one thing I'll tell you is, for each one of these messages, you're going to want to go in and edit every message, and then you're going to want to test it and send it to yourself to make sure that it's working. And the reason why you want to edit these messages is because when the person writes the message, as you can see in this message right here, they've got a clickable link. And so what happens is, if you don't go in and change that link, you'll send out these messages, and when people click that click here now button, it's going to go to the other person. So what you want to do is highlight the message, and then you're going to kind of go up here, let's see, where is it, to the link tab, and it's going to pop up a different link, and then you're going to want to put the link location in there, so that down here, so instead of having it go to this person, I'm going to type in my information, and let's see, www join.info, and then I'm going to apply. And so now when this email goes out, it's going to go to your information, not the other person's. And then you want to read the email, make sure what's in it, and down here it says, hey, please add me on Facebook. Well, it's got the other person's information, so you want to go in and change that and put your information in there. So as you can see, it's really, really important that, let me pull up the follow-up series again. You got to do that for every single one of these, because the last thing you want to do is work hard to get leads into your Aweber account and then send out emails that are going to go to somebody else, and you're not going to get the credit for it. So it takes a little bit of work up front to do this, but it's well worth it. And then now there's an advanced way to do this, and I'm not going to kind of get into because the person who has the campaign has to set it up the right way. But for a beginner, what I tell you is just go through each one. Now it depends too on the campaign. This particular campaign has 9 emails. I mean, I've seen some campaigns that have 100 plus emails in them, which are awesome. But just be prepared that you're going to have to go into each one and change the links before you start sending them out to your customers. And that could take a couple hours depending on how many emails you have. But look at it this way: it's if you have 100 emails that show up in a campaign and it takes you 2 hours to go into each one and change the links, that's still a heck of a lot less time than it would take you to write 100 emails, especially when you first get started. So that's a cool trick that a lot of companies offer. So when you join your company, make sure you ask somebody, hey, I want to get started with Aweber. Is there a written set of emails that I can put into my account, and then I'll worry about writing them as I get a little bit more comfortable. So that's it in this video series. Stay tuned. We'll continue on. Thanks.